Clint Cosgrove rivals national recruiting analyst here with four-star 2023 wide receiver Fredrick Moore out of Cardinal Ritter High School in St. Louis, Missouri. Just dropped a top 5 today. Fredrick, thanks for coming on to talk about your recruitment, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just living my life. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. It's always a pleasure when we can connect. Man, you've had a killer off season. You've been showing up and showing out everything you've done. And, you were blowing up rankings, offers. I mean, you had it all. What made you decide that right now was the best time for you to really narrow that list and focus in on these 5 schools?
I feel as though like for me, picking these top 5 schools just show like the schools that really bought time and watching my film. I feel as though some schools just offer you because they see other schools in the conference offering each other, and I feel as though the schools that really showed me love was the schools that offered me when I was a 3-star and back then stuff like that, and that really like stood out to me, stuff like that.
Your day ones, huh?
Yeah.
Love it. Well, let's dive right into it, and I'll go through them one by one, just like you had it on the graphic from left to right. And the first of the top 5 that I want to ask you about is Texas A&M. Tell me about why the Aggies made your top 5. What stands out about them, and any thoughts that you got?
I seen that Texas A&M had a pretty big recruiting class, and I know that they got something special coming to their program. And I talked to Coach Camardi, and Coach Craig a little bit, and they just really got something going, and they really built this thing up and win the national championship.
Yeah, they're definitely trending in the right direction. Heck of a recruiting class last year. I know they're going to continue with some momentum this year, and great facilities and college football program as well. The second one on there is Illinois, just right across the border. Tell me about Illinois and why they made the top 5.
Um, Illinois, I like Illinois because they stay on my neck consistently. Coach Patterson, Coach McDonald, and Coach B, Coach Bellini, they stay on my neck about coming there. I went up to the official. I had an awesome time with the guys, hanging around with Isaiah Williams, a past high school player from St. Louis that was a great, remarkable player. He transformed to QB and to wide receiver now, and he just really gave me an inside scoop from a player standpoint, and they just really been showing me love and showing me why I should come there. I know they used to run the ball a lot now, and they was showing me like how they got a new OC, Coach Looney, and stuff like that. I pretty like the offense, and I'm just ready to see how it works out during the season.
Yeah, and receiver coach George McDonald is he's a good buddy of mine. We were on staff together at Minnesota way back in the day when you were a young buck. So
Yeah.
um, the next one that we got is Michigan. Tell me about Michigan, why they made the top 5, what stands out about them?
When I visited Michigan, it was just a nice atmosphere, a place I could stay out of trouble, a place that it felt like home to me and my family. And we really liked that. Got to talk to Coach Harbaugh. I know he had a lot of success during his years, making it to the Super Bowl, then coming to college, making it to the national playoffs, coming short from the championship. But I feel as though they got something going, and every year they produce NFL players. So I feel as though that's like if I go there, that's I can fit in that program and excel by them running pro style offense. And I talk to Coach Bellamy a lot. Me and him are close, and we have cool relationships. Like I can just call him, and we have a regular conversation that really stuck out to me. Other than him just trying to sell the school all the time, just me and him talking on a personal level.
Yeah, more than just football, huh?
Yeah.
Love it. Next one, a team that's been on fire and made the playoff this year, Cincinnati. Tell me about them, why they stand out, and your thoughts on the Bearcats.
Yeah, I seen on the Bearcats. They've been actually from the camp. I think they got like 2 commits from the camp that I went to. I had seen on Twitter this past like 2 weeks. I just was talking to Coach Brown, and he a pretty cool dude. I know he just put I think it was 1 or 2 receivers in the NFL this past year, and I know they taking a lot of receivers. So that's telling me like I have a chance to start because I think they taking over 4 or 5 receivers. So a place that I can really play early, and I have to go down there and see. So me and Coach Brown just been talking a little bit and chatting it up. So yeah.
Love it. And the fifth school on the top five, Minnesota. Tell me a little bit about Minnesota, why they stand out, and why they made your top five.
Yeah, Minnesota had came into the school and offered me. I was talking to Coach Burns, and he was just telling me like how he really wanted to recruit me after having a receiver that decommitted from the school. He just was telling me how he wanted to get me on the OV and how they really wanted me up there and how they really want me on the team. Like I know they probably tell a lot of people like God's priority, but they pretty like stuck out to me being consistent in recruitment and consistently calling me, checking up on me. Even if I go to another school, making sure that other school is good, making sure the right place for me, even though the right place may not be Minnesota, he still want me in a good position. Him and Coach Simeon.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And one thing that I noticed, kind of like a overarching trend of these schools, is you talk a lot about just relationships. Is that going to play a big part in your final decision?
Yeah, because I feel as though it's bigger than football. Because when the ball go flat, you gotta have something to lean on. And somebody may just go to school for football or may not have the education. And when they get out of college, it may be like a little hectic going on. But I just want a relationship I can have with a coach outside of football on a personal level. Where I can call you after practice, tell you how my family doing, or tell you how I'm doing personally and mentally. Just making sure I'm mentally stable, even outside of football.
That's so important, man. That I can't state that enough, because not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows, man. We're all going to have those rough days, and I think your head's in the right place, and I love hearing that from you. Now, uh, you've got your top five, so it's going to be time to make a decision soon, I'd imagine. When do you plan on making a decision and announcing your commitment?
I plan on making my decision July 1st.
Awesome. So you're going to drop it on them July 1st.
Yes, sir.
Well, I can't wait, man. I look forward to hopefully filming with you before you do that, and telling the world, sharing your story, and let them know where you're going to go. But whoever gets you is getting a big time player. I'm excited for you, man. I'm excited that you've whittled down that list, and you know who you're focusing on, a little more clarity, and can't wait to find out where you end up going, man. But congratulations, and really appreciate your time, buddy.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.